Alright, in this video, I'm going to show you how to off-tank the Spider Queen in Monarch of Omen. So first off, your goal is to open up the spiders and take on the aggro of each small spider that you'll be opening using the green, by stepping on the green egg. I mean, the main tank basically has to tank the boss away from the rest of your group that's opening the spiders. After opening each egg, the ranged DPS ideally should start bursting down the spiders first before switching back to the boss. Your team, the off-tank and the ranged DPS, should not stop clearing the eggs in the first phase, because if any of those eggs actually ends up not being opened at all, they will be forcibly opened in phase 2 and they cannot be killed anymore, and they will just start shooting at the rest of the group, dealing damage, which is pretty annoying considering that you're going to take a lot more damage in the latter phases. So make sure that you clear everything. In this phase, you just have to ignore the devouring eggs. After the pulses, after 3 purple pulses, everyone should stay away from that. Pop damage reduction cooldowns if you have, and then run towards the back of the boss once the boss charges that expel or repel skill. Afterwards, you just have to go back and clear more eggs. There's 2 more left here in this video, and then after that we should switch back to the boss. In this case, because we have such an insane amount of DPS, we were actually able to clear down the boss down to 70%. If you do get stuck in that phase, you might as well just kill the devoured eggs once they spawn, because you won't be able to pass through the bridge without destroying the devoured eggs. Afterwards, this is phase 2. You should just start opening the green eggs as the boss, or while waiting for the boss. And as the off tank or the main tank, you should always take note that you need to hit the boss at least once so that you can get the aggro away from the healer or the DPS. Otherwise, they might actually get one hit shot by the boss. And then start opening the eggs. If not, once these 2 big spiders appear, you should start killing them. You should start and while you're killing them, you should avoid actually the eggs that they lay. Afterwards, after those 2, you should start opening the eggs again, and the DPS has to continue dealing damage while avoiding those poisons that get spit out from the boss at the top. Once the boss goes down, back again, focus on the boss again. Do not imitate what I did right here in this video. I actually made a mistake opening another egg, and that almost cost us the run. So I panicked. I actually panicked in this video, and I popped my cooldowns because I didn't want to die. But as you will see in a few seconds from now, I made more mistakes. I actually stayed in the poison too long, and I actually put my healer at risk by facing the boss towards my healer. So if you're off tanking and you want to do a better job than I do, please do not do that. Afterwards, you should start killing the big spiders again, the spawning spiders. DPS it as quickly as possible while avoiding the eggs and avoiding the poison. The boss will just start playing Spider-Man Remastered or whatever the boss likes to play. And you should just keep on just cracking those green eggs and killing those smaller spiders. Once the boss goes down, ideally, again, I made a mistake here. You should actually start bringing the boss and making the boss face towards those white eggs that you can see in the upper left part of the screen. Unfortunately, I didn't know what I was doing in this part, so I was not able to do that effectively. But yeah, you should make sure that you open every single egg before you move on to phase 3. So thank God that my ally actually opened the other egg but I almost did die at that point. But thank goodness that we had a pretty good healer. So the healer saved my behind like at least twice or thrice in this run. After that, you should start running up the web bridge. If you have the dash, you should use it immediately while avoiding the white egg right there, because if you do touch those white eggs, you and your allies nearby will actually get pushed back. Once you reach phase 3, you should interrupt both clones, otherwise that's a raid-wide wipe. So while waiting for the other mechanics, you should start clearing eggs and then kill those spawning spiders as well. In this phase, in phase 3, you're actually going to face up against 4 spawning spiders. So it should be easier. It's not really that difficult. There's no additional mechanics here. It's just the mechanics in phase 2 and phase 1 combined. And as the off-tank, my job is to just keep on opening the eggs and let the DPS take them down. Once we get the DPS, you can see me run back towards the boss, or at least try to get close. Actually, no, never mind. I actually just started opening more eggs and then just bringing them to just a little bit closer to the DPS, so that they are aware that I'm actually opening the spiders or the eggs. Afterwards, the boss will just keep on switching between the green attacks and the purple attacks, the shadow and the poison. During those times when the boss is using the poison, it's actually quite easier, because all the main tank has to do is to just move the boss towards the edge and just let them and avoid the area of effect cone. Once the boss switches to the purple, like this one, like what you can see in the video, you just have to avoid those pulses again, same as the one in phase 1 and phase 2. And then afterwards, everyone should go behind the boss, because you're going to get knocked back again. So it's just the same pattern. Nothing really changes from phase 1 and phase 2, apart from the number of spawning spiders and the HP and the berserk mechanic. The berserk mechanic is quite a threat, so you have to deal as much damage as you can in the shortest amount of time possible. Otherwise, you're going to get wiped, because once the berserk meter reaches its timer, once it hits 0, your main tank's going to get 1 hit. And this is where the Philippine internet or Southeast Asian internet just reveals its ugly head. I get disconnected randomly. Yeah, because you can't have too much fun in this game. Right, and then the boss actually bugs out, at least from my perspective. People are already thanking one another, and I'm still seeing the boss alive. Right, but that's it. And that's pretty much it. That's the entire fight. If you do like the video, please do like and subscribe. It will actually help me figure out which content that I have to make next. If you find these guides useful, kindly do like or leave a comment and tell me which boss you want to see next. So I know I'm making a lot of mistakes in speaking or in dubbing this video. I just want to put out some content, because I've been worrying too much about the quality that I just end up not uploading anything at all. So I just wanted to put something out there. So yeah, if you find this useful, kindly leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you so much.